Proverbs chapter 26 and 27. Honor doesn't go with fools any more than snow with summer or rain with harvest. Like a fluttering sparrow or a darting swallow, in an unfair case will not land on its intended victim. Guide a horse with a whip, a donkey with a bridle, and a fool with a rod to his back. When arguing with fools, don't answer their foolishness arguments, or you will become as foolish as they are. When arguing with fools, be sure to answer their foolish arguments, or they will become wise in their own estimation. Trusting a fool to convey a message is as foolish as cutting off one's feet or drinking poison. In the mouth of a fool, a proverb becomes a lamp as a paralyzed limp. Honoring a fool is as foolish as trying to stone to a slingshot. A proverb in a fool's mouth is as dangerous as a thornbush brandished. Thornbush brandished, brandished, by a drunkard. An employer who hires a fool or a bystander is like an anchor who shoots recklessly. As a dog returns to his victim, so a fool repeats his folly. There is more hope for fools than for people who think they are wise. The lazy person is full of excuses, saying, I can't go outside because there might be a lion on the road. Yes, I'm sure there's a lion out there. As a door turns back and forth on its hinges, so a lazy person turns over in bed. Some people are so lazy that they won't lift a finger to feed themselves. Lazy people consider themselves smarter than 7 wise counselors. Yanking a dog's ears is as foolish as interfering in someone else's argument. Just as damaging as a madman shooting a lethal weapon is someone who lies to a friend and then says, I was only joking. Fire goes out for lack of fuel, and quarrels despair, despair when gossip stops. A quarrelsome person starts fights as easily as hot embers, like Carl Charcoal. Our firelights would what dainty morsels Romans are, but they sink deep into one's heart. Smooth words may hide a wicked heart, just as a pretty glaze covers a cinnamon day pot. People with hate in their hearts may sound pleasant enough, but don't believe them, though they pretend to be kind, for their hearts are full of all kinds of evil. While their hatred may be consulted by trickery, it will finally come to light for all to see. If you set up a trap for others, you will get caught in it yourself. If you roll a boulder down on others, it will roll back and crush you. A lying tongue hates its victims, and flattery causes harm. Don't brag about tomorrow, since you don't know what the day will bring. Don't praise yourself, let others do it. A stone is heavy, and sand is weighty. Weighty, but the resentment caused by a fool is heavier than both. Anger is cruel, and worth is like a flood, but who can survive the destructiveness of jealousy? An open rebuke is better than hidden love. Wounds from a friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. Honey seems tasteless to a person who is full, but even better food tastes sweet to the hungry. A person who stays from home is like a bird that stays from its nest. The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense. Never abandon a friend, either yours or your friend's, then in your time of need you won't have to ask your relatives for assistance. It is better to go to a neighbor than to a relative who lives far away. My child, how happy I will be if you turn out to be wise. Then I will be able to answer my critics, critics. A pundit person foresees the danger ahead and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. Be sure to get collateral from anyone who guarantees the debt of a stranger. Don't get a despite. If someone guarantees the debt of an adulterous woman, if you shout a pleasant greeting to your neighbor too early in the morning, it will be counted as a curse. A nagging wife is annoying as a consistent dripping on a rainy day. Trying to stop her complaints is like trying to stop the wind or hold something with greased hands. As iron sharpens iron, a friend sharpens a friend. Workers who tend a fig tree are allowed to eat its fruit. In the same way, workers who protect their employer's interests will be rewarded. As a face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects the person, just as death and destruction are never satisfied, so human desire is never satisfied. Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but a person is tested by being praised. You cannot separate fools from their foolishness, even though you grind them like grain with mortar and paste. Know the state of your flocks, and put your heart into caring for your hands. For riches don't last forever, and the own crown might not be secure for the next generation. After the hay is harvested, the new crop appears, and the mountains grasses are gathered in. Your sheep will provide wool for clothing, and your goats will be sold for a piece of a field, and you will have enough goat's milk for you, your family, and your servants.